So this is my Minecraft Final. I made pixel art of a diamond sword and a fishing rod.
Hello, my name is Jarek Holmes, my Android ID is JR Holmes, and here is the Minecraft world I've been working on called Solo Rider. The fun part about this world is it is a hardcore mode world, so I've never died, and it is a completely vanilla, no cheats, no mods, nothing like that world. So the main accomplishment from this world is this fun cathedral I built, with lots of different colored glass and banners, things like that. And if we go upstairs, we can see a balcony that I built where you can actually look at the whole world, which is fun. So let's take a peek at that. I've been working on this world for some time, not probably in the hundreds of hours, but definitely in the dozens. It's a lot of fun, and it was really, really hard because I can never die, so I had to be super cautious a lot of times. I stayed a lot of times indoors mining. So here you can tempt fate by actually looking over the edge, which is a little scary because I spent so long on this not having died, and see the whole world. And we're almost at the top of the world. That's right up there. So we can head back down. Building this was an adventure. I fell one time, but I was fortunate enough to land in water, which was great because I would have been very disappointed if I had not. We can actually see the water pool that I built down here to protect me while I was building that. In just a moment. So back to the cathedral. Over here. Here's the pool of water at the bottom. So obviously I built the spire first, and then a little bit of art because why not? There's my horse, which is super cute. And in here is my bunker from when I was first starting. This is where I lived. It doesn't have a lot in it, but I've got all the normal stuff, obviously, enchantment table, potion stand, bed, etc. And through here is my nether portal. So that's pretty much everything. I hope you liked it. There's obviously a lot more. There's a village over there that I've been working on and a mine and things like that, but I think that covers basically everything. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope that you pass me.
Hi everybody, this is James Kirkby, reporting on my final project for the Minecraft Stucco. So I decided to make the Death Star, the first Death Star at a 1 to 1000 scale model. And I decided to do this because I've been really getting into the Clone Wars lately. Great show, I absolutely recommend. And the Death Star seemed pretty easy enough. So if you saw on my cover screen, I'm actually in Forge right now, and I used World Edit to make this. And that definitely made things a lot easier. The 1 to 1000 scale of the Death Star, I just Googled it. The Death Star is supposed to be approximately 140 to 160 kilometers in length, or in diameter. And so I just did a 160 block diameter for the whole sphere. So I did this by, with World Edit. I basically just made a fourth of the sphere, or excuse me, an eighth. Just like one of these octants, is that the word, here, and then like copied it around the axis, and then flipped it over the x-plane, xz plane. And so I'm really happy with this project turned out. The hardest part of it was the dish that the like laser sits in, because like I'm sure, as you know, in the Death Star like sits in the sphere itself. And so I had some difficulty making it look spherical and like looking good. And so what I resorted to do was just have it come out like this, and then like it just makes it nice and easy for the laser to come out as well. Like I said, I used World Edit for this, so it was super easy to copy and paste like all of these random blocks, and it makes that nice like particle looking effect for the laser. So I'm really happy with it. I currently have no interior, so maybe that can be a project I can work on in the future, but that is my presentation. Thank you so much.
So here's the UC.
This is a map,
Yep.
and that's walking to the sky.
Yep.
So we actually tried our best to make the entire building 1-to-1. Some of the proportions ended up not working out, but for the most part, a lot of the rooms inside and the outside exterior are also like to a pretty good scale.
Now we're coming around the corner to the front of the University Center. So now we're going to go on a tour. Take note of the beautiful chandelier. We're going to zoom to the fitness center. Those are weights.
One little detail here is the walls are actually maps that we used, and we just filled an area with all white because we didn't want to take up extra space. So that's just all a white map on the wall.
Up here we have state-of-the-art treadmills. And we just want to take a moment to appreciate the sun. It's beautiful. These are our dance studios. Now here's ABP. We tried to capture the yellowness of ABP. We got goodies. We got people working. And here's Skibo Cafe. Nice place to eat or do work. Now we're gonna zoom. There's our beautiful Rangos. Got good lighting for the stage. There's Kerr Commons down there. And here is the cafe room. Here's all the places to eat, and the squash courts, and the dance studio, and the half circle room. Here is our basketball court. We couldn't really make the basketballs come from the ceiling, so we made them come from the floor. Here's our beautiful pools where our swim and dive teams swim. And there's a nice diving board with ender rod ladders. Racquetball courts. Paintings for decoration.
And here's Economy Auditorium. Currently modern art is on display. I think the pillars look particularly good here.
Next we're gonna stop in the bookstore. You can buy creeper heads and Steve heads and dragon heads. It's pretty nice. Ooh, and now we're gonna zoom out. There's our beautiful UC from the back.
Fun facts, I actually had to build those trees by hand because they were not growing the way I wanted them to, and it was annoying.
We'll take a stop by poolside, where students are seen doing work here. You can get a view of the pool. Oh, and here's Shats. We just skipped the transition of walking there. Oh, and now we gotta zoom all the way to the 3rd floor study lounge. We got our orange study rooms. Now we're back in where ABP is. And we're going to appreciate the chandelier one last time.
And yeah, so that's most of the inside now. Here's the outside, a good outside view. The way we actually made it 1-to-1 was using Google Maps. There's a measurement tool that allows you to like find out how long certain sections are. So I just measured out, like went around the building measuring out certain spots and tried to make them 1-to-1 in terms of like how many meters long they were on Google Maps. It worked out pretty well, I'd say. And to get more of the finer details, like where all the windows were, how many there were, and all that, we would just use Street View and just like look around the building slowly, building each part up from what the pictures were.
Right, that concludes our tour of the Cohen University Center, and just want to remind you guys, stay safe out there.
Okay, hi. This is Yilun. So for my Minecraft final project, I'm gonna build a redstone music song, and this project mainly contains the note blocks and the redstone repeaters that build a song named All Is Found, which is one of my favorite songs in a famous movie Frozen 2. So let's do this. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.
Is it recording? Okay. Hello, this is our Minecraft Studio final project. It's
By fredjoon, Fred, and Patrick.
yeah, and this is a beer pong game using ender pearls and redstone. And up there is a special surprise for later. So the game is pretty simple. You just throw your ender pearl and try to get yourself teleported into these 6 cups. And I suck.
Drop in.
Oh yeah, and if you drop in, it'll trigger the redstone. A command block will take you back to the starting platform, and then you can try again. If you go in, like that, and then the lights will light up if you scored on that cup, indicating that you don't need to score on those cups anymore. Now if you follow me back here, this is a specialty course for those real Minecrafters, where you know where this is going. Ah! And I suck. But yeah, that's basically playing golf with beer pong.
And just to look at some of the redstone, we have a quick reset button that only resets the ones that are on, and that's made using redstone repeater locks. And then we use redstone. We use a pressure plate signal to power command block to teleport you back, and into a switch that toggles on and off here in order to trigger our lights on and off when you hit the pressure plates. And Patrick will talk about the design aesthetics of our project, including the shulker you just saw.
So the design is pretty simple. These are smooth quartz blocks with seastone lanterns. Yeah, these are red cups for red solo cups.
Yeah, there we go.
One thing we didn't mention was there is also a TNT cannon, so you can blast off and then throw. We also give you the ability to use the wings, the Leecher rings, to, oh, you already have one. You can do the same thing. It's a little bit harder. Ah, shit.
Well, we're trash at this game, but just know that it's a great game. And thank you for watching our Minecraft project. And you already failed. And the recording.
Hello, so this is my final project, Minecraft Stucco, and what I did was just some pixel art for Rick and Morty. See on the left I did Morty, and on the right I did Mr. Meeseeks. I didn't really have any specific materials in mind, I just picked the materials based off of the shading, so it looked good. Morty is based off of the Pixel 8 short that Adult Swim posted for Morty. And then I just took a screen grab and then just copied that image. And then for the right, I just looked up Mr. Meeseeks 8-bit, I think. And then I just found an image like that and then used the same thing.
For my project, I built some sculptures. The first thing I built was this pig. It's like a pretty large scale pig from the one that's in the game. We used some different wools, different color wools to make it. Pink wool, black wool. Got some magenta wool here also for the ears and nose. Yeah, I can go around. You see the tail on the back. And yeah, it's pretty big. The other things I made were these different tools. So I made the diamond shovel with some different types of wood and diamonds. I made a gold pickaxe also with the gold bricks and some more different woods. And then I also made an iron sword. And then I dug a little trench under to put some water, so just it looks nicer. Then if I zoom out, it kind of looks a little more clean. It looks like as you see it in the game normally. And yeah, that's my final project. Hope you liked it.
For my final project, I made a few Super Smash Bros. Maps from the famous Nintendo game in Minecraft. So, first one here is Hyrule Temple. It's a map that was popular on the Wii U versions and some other versions, and I just remade it using blocks from 1.14. And then, yeah, this is Jungle Japes. Used a campfire up there to get the smoke effect. This is Luigi's Mansion. Actually set it at night to give it more of the same vibe it had. Has some lanterns in it, which definitely make it creepy and spooky. This is Mushroom Kingdom with a sunset behind it for whatever reason. And you'll notice that all of these maps include shaders, which definitely helps make it look a little bit more theatrical. And the beginning of each of these, I kind of created a barrier block platform, so you have the same perspective as you would when you were playing in first-person Smash. But obviously, if you were to actually play this, it would be first person, not third person. So that would make it kind of adds another whole level to it, so it's cool to see these maps actually have some depth to them. And this is the last one here. There were a few more in progress, but not completed. So beyond just the maps, we also worked on a texture pack to make some of the characters. So here you see Mario, Link, Sonic, Pikachu, Kirby, and Mega Man, some of the classic characters with a few of the models for their weapons, and yeah, that was Smash.
Hello, and this is Manny here, and welcome to my Minecraft final project. So, I made this really cool ledge. No, not really, I'm kidding. Here, I'll show you right now. Oh wow, this game's super lag. So, I wanted to do some pixel art, so I made a picture of myself. Yeah, so I used the command block, and I found this website where if you put an image in, it gives you a bunch of commands. and there were a lot of commands, but after putting them all in the command block and using some redstone torches, this is the final result, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for a great semester.
We're in the endgame now.
You just found a stronghold in your survival world. You open up a chest to find 2 rubies. Huh, I don't remember those being in the game. Those might be useful later. You were unlucky enough to need all 12 Eyes of Ender to activate a portal. Then, you easily defeat the Ender Dragon like you have hundreds of times before. Sweet XP. You venture out into the end to find an end city and... Wait, are those phantoms? You find an end city. You make it to the top, but those phantoms are really giving you a run for your money. This game is actually a challenge now. You make it into the treasure room, find 2 obsidian ingots. Huh, don't remember those either. Maybe those are useful. You do some exploring in the End Highlands to find some sort of cow. A Brahmin, they're called. And they teleport like Endermen. Oh, these will be a bitch to kill. Once you chase one down enough times, you'll see that they drop their hide. That's with a Y, of course. And little do you know that this can be used to heal elytra. You come back more prepared and discover that they are drawn to the bright red dazzle of ruby blocks. This makes them easier to kill. Sort of. Oh crap, phantoms push off a cliff. All that hard work lost. Nope, the totem of undying actually saves you from falling into the void now. God, I wish that was a thing in vanilla Minecraft. Obsidian ingots make obsidian tools, but with blaze rods instead of sticks. Maybe that gives it an important property. It does. Pigmen giving you trouble? Well, obsidian tools don't burn in lava, and they'll be there for you to collect. If you can get there in time. Look, it floats. For a full description of the mod's features, the source code, and the jar file, visit the GitHub link in the description below.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our final project for the Minecraft Stuco. I am here with my partner, Fausto Leva, or UC_TLM, and we decided to make Mario pixel art for our final project. And the reason being that Mario happens for both of us to be a character that we grew up with, basically. We played games such as Mario Party, Mario Karts, Mario Smash Bros. We played a multitude of different Mario games, so it really reminds us of our childhood. And what we did basically is we took a 8-bit picture from the internet of Mario, and then we scaled it to however big we wanted it to be here in game, and then we just created it using wool, and then we added our own little touches. So you can see the mushroom on top of his head there. And we decided to have him just blowing a little bubble gum just for the fun of it. But yeah, this is basically our project. Fausto, is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, nah, we just had a lot of fun making this. Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Welcome to the tour. So essentially for this, I kind of just wanted to work on some of my building skills in Minecraft, so I decided to make a little village guarding a pretty large nether portal back there. Hopefully the, I apologize actually just because I think the lag from the recording is pretty bad, so I'll try to move pretty slowly here. But essentially, I've built some kind of old abandoned towers here. Pretty happy with how they look. I also added in a little wall here along with a floor that I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Essentially, I just put all these different blocks into my hotbar and then just kind of scrolled through it really quickly with the scroll wheel of the mouse, and then just randomly placed. So I got a random kind of pattern looking, just a random pattern going here. Pretty happy with how it looks. But yeah, so essentially over here they have their storage area for their food. Like the villagers, this is where they come to cook food, and they store it over time as they kind of guard the nether portal here. We'll slowly pan over this way. Yeah, and just add another lamp, some more lighting, and some campfires around kind of their sleeping area, their accommodations and whatnot. Then they have the waterfall over here, and once again that first tower that we saw. And then back this way, they have their library, kind of where they're trying to study, you know, some of these the effects or whatever of the nether portal that they're guarding. Then back here we have a sneaky little switch. Then we have kind of this mysterious and gloomy looking room. I used black concrete and glazed terracotta to get the cool floor pattern, along with, you know, the entire room just looking so dark. And then I added some fire for some, you know, mysterious lighting going on. And then this is kind of like what they're studying on the other side. You know, this is supposed to be like some kind of source of power or whatever. But I just used a beacon along with some end rods, some campfires. And then over here I used a hopper, some enchantment books, or enchantment table rather, with a brewing stand, and then an item frame and a dragon's breath to kind of give it a whole laboratory feeling, and kind of like this is what they're studying, and they're trying to basically make some kind of, you know, magical potion type thing from, like, you know, the energy or whatever that is contained in the nether. So we'll go ahead and shut that, and then we will head to the nether portal. Before we go through, I will break it though. Hopefully it's not too laggy. But I decided to kind of recreate the nether in the overworld. So this took quite a bit of time because I had to basically cover everything in netherrack, and I had to patch up some holes that were in the roof around here. And kind of this entire wall here actually wasn't there before, so I had to add that in. So yeah, that definitely took quite a while, but I'm happy with how it came out. Really happy with how the glowstone and the nether quartz and the soul sand kind of shakes it up, along with some of these magma blocks here and the lava. So yeah, so it took quite a while, but I'm definitely happy with how it turned out. I'll give you another little slow pan here. Once again, hoping that the lag from the recording isn't too bad. Alright, so now we can go ahead. We'll light the portal, and we will head on through. So yeah, so we get on through to the other side. We've got our little shulker box here with minecarts. Just take one of those, why not? And yeah, we'll head on our way. So this is basically kind of like, you know, the railroad or whatever to get to their little, you know, site that they're exploring. So I just used some black concrete and black stained glass and some end rods to give it kind of, you know, dark, spooky feeling, a little mysterious setting. Oh boy, that was some lag there. Yeah, so we get to this observation deck, and we basically got our little our set of like towers here and beacons. I'm really happy with how it turned out. They took quite a while to do. I didn't use World Edit, so I had to basically terraform, some in this nether in this giant lava lake. Then I had to build these up, from scratch. And I took a little inspiration from something I found on Reddit, but for the most part, a lot of the design is kind of some of my own. So I'm pretty happy with how they look. So we'll go through and get a little. Let's try that again. A little look through some of it. So basically, I just used just regular stone brick for pretty much the entire thing. For these domes I made up here, I used red nether brick, and then I used some red stained glass and some black stained glass. Really happy with how it looks. Definitely pretty mysterious and spooky looking. Then I also added in the beacons as a last final touch because I think they really look great with the red stained glass that you can use to change the color of the beacon. I think it really does look. It looks awesome. So yeah, so use some like stone brick stairs and some slabs and stuff like that to basically put a little more detail into the building itself. But pretty happy with how it turned out. Just kind of pan around here so you can get, see that I did all 4 towers completely and kind of get an idea of what I made here. Oh boy. But yeah, really happy with how they turned out. We'll go take a little walk through here too, so you can get an idea of kind of like, the scale of it a little bit, because they are pretty tall, and they definitely took, a while to make, but really happy with how they turned out. Well, I'm going to try to pan slowly here, just so the lag is not too bad. But yeah, so that is essentially it. We'll head back to the observation deck or whatever real quick. And that will pretty much conclude the video. I hope you guys liked it. Definitely let me know if you have any questions as to, what I did. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. So take care, everyone. I hope you enjoyed.
Take 2. Hello to everyone who's watching. I'll be showing a redstone contraption that I've been working on for the past while. It's a shulker box searching system that iterates through shulker boxes and finds the item you need. And it's really quite fast. The redstone behind it really, I can't jump. Redstone behind it takes, let's just say it took maybe, 10 hours to finish and debug. And some of the parts are really quite complicated. And, well, I will be going over most of it and talking about what went into making this. But before that, let's just see it working, alright? So let's say you have all of your belongings inside shulker boxes, right? So I have a bunch of shulker boxes. All of them are actually pretty full. I used a shulker box packing system to fill them all into the shulker boxes. And I'll just plop them into the input of the machine right here. Now, here we have the menu of the system. And let's say we want to find... what do we want? Let's say we want some oak logs, okay? Now we press Q, oak log enters the system. The shulker box are getting dispensed into the system. And the searcher is working. It's a little loud, apologies. Did it find anything? Ah, we have our shulker box with oak logs. Beautiful. And now we can just take the oak log, get rid of the box, and... Huh. Well, I guess that's all I had. Whoops. of all those shulker boxes, I only had 13 oak logs. Well, let's try to find something else, okay? Let's say we want some prismarine blocks. I'm sure I have a bunch of those lying around in my shulker boxes. Once again, we can hear the system working. Ah, it's already found the first box with some prismarine. Get rid of it. We have more prismarine. Get rid of it. And even more prismarine. Could it be that I have more prismarine than oak logs. What? How much prismarine do I have? That's nuts. Okay, I'll take that. And yeah, that's pretty much what the system does. Now if I want some other items, I can just go ahead, say I want some levers, just press Q, the item went into the system, and once again it iterates through all the boxes and it tries to find the lever. Do you even have levers in the system? Maybe? Ah, guess we do. There's one lever. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Ooh. Huh. 1 second. There might be some bugs with the system where it doesn't correctly spew the item back into its chests. Gotta look into that. Ah, I see what it did. Ah, a nice lever is stuck in that hopper right there. Well, I guess it's not bug-free yet, but nonetheless, I will work through the system with y'all. So first of all, we start with the input, right? So right here we have a chest, a hopper, and a dropper. And all of that goes into a bubble column with the redstone piece that is over right here. Going to take a comparator output from the dropper, and when there are items, it's going to activate this comparator clock, and it's going to dispense all the items out of the dropper into the water stream. Alright, so they go into the water stream, and then they land up there above this ice channel. Alright, see if we can get through. So after going to the ice channel, they land in these hoppers, and these hoppers point into the dispenser that's right underneath this rail that I somehow cannot get to, but you get the point. I'll just break open. So right here we have dispenser. Dispenser is going to dispense the shulker box into the box form, and the hopper underneath it, given our filter item that traveled all the way through the water stream with these droppers into this hopper, and this hopper is gonna test whether the shulker box has the desired item. And if it does, there will be a redstone signal sent somewhere underneath, and after this piston breaks the shulker box, the redstone signal underneath will redirect the hopper into two different categories. One category containing the shulker boxes that don't have the item, and one containing the ones that do. Okay? So, right here, let's seal that back up. And this whole system right here controls the dispensing and the breaking of the shulker boxes. There's a limit to how fast the system can work, and that is the hoppers. They only try to pull items every 4 redstone ticks, and that's why our system can only work so fast, because the hopper underneath that shulker box right there is only gonna try to pull every 4 redstone ticks, which is 8 game ticks. Now, there are other kinds of nuances of these hoppers that I don't really understand, but the system works reasonably well, and based on my understanding of redstone, that's how it is. There are many other videos that cover update orders of redstone dust and things like that, but I honestly don't really know much about those things. So, yeah, that's what I got. And right here, here's another very interesting component of our system. To ensure that our filter item travels up the water stream and into the system at maximum speed, here we have a very interesting delivery system for it, right? So our filter item, which we drop out of these 2 large chests, go into the water stream, up the bubble column, and into a hopper. And the hopper there leads to a instant dropper line. So these droppers right there, they can trigger instantly. They can travel. This dropper line, the way it's set up, allows an item to travel from this one dropper into the last barrel instantly within the same tick. So let's see how it works. Alright, let's lock this hopper so the item doesn't accidentally end up in the system. And let's just put something we don't want in this hopper. Let's say we put this diamond chest plate. And it's gone. Saw the rail flash, and the chest plate is in the barrel. Do that again, and it's in the barrel. There were no noises of these droppers activating. That's not because I killed the noises. It's really because they were all activated at the same time. So I don't quite understand how the Redstone update order works, so I messed around with it. And the gist is, they're all powered at the same time, okay? So due to something called quasi-connectivity in the game, can I break this block so I can get up there? Okay, there's no water above, good. So due to something called the quasi-connectivity, when we have an item in this dropper, it's going to power this redstone line, and in turn, those are going to bud power these droppers. The way bud powering works is that, so the droppers are supposed to activate from this line of redstone, but the line of redstone does not update more blocks than what's around it, right? So these droppers don't get notified of the redstone line updating, and that's why we have a separate redstone line right here going down and updating and powering these rails. Since the rails are powered later than the redstone line updating, these droppers are notified of their activation all at the same time in the correct order. So this one is going to activate and drop the item into this dropper, which in turn is going to activate and drop into this dropper, and all of these activations happen in the same tick. Well, you can think of it as like an instance. As an instant in Minecraft server, whatever thing that goes on in the background. So that's why we can make this item travel very fast through our system. Oh wait. Now that it's ended up in the hopper right here. Wait, no. Something strange has happened. Where did my diamond chest plate go? Anyways, let me try to find it. 1 second. It's probably here. Wait, it's right here. Okay, so we haven't lost it. Cool. So if you're actually interested in how this system all works out and how how when I press this pressure plate, the dispenser dispenses a new shulker box and all that, feel free to send me a message. I can show you around this system. But other than that, thank you for watching, and this is my project. It's been a very fun time working on it. Only my second take of this video. Let's hope it works out. Okay. Bye.
Actually, we're at my house right now, so gonna have to walk over there. Oh, damn. Gonna have to walk over there. But yeah, it's a pretty nice house. Got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of resources in my chest. Got a lot of fishing rods. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, let's head over to the project. So for my project, I made a plane. You know, an airplane. I tried to get it to fly and stuff, but wasn't really working. Oh, man, that's annoying. All right. Yeah, it wasn't really working, so that was rough. But look, you can see the plane from here. Damn, that's annoying. You can see it from here. It looks pretty cool. I tried to make it a life size basically, and tried to model closely like the typical passenger jet. That's where it is. So let's head on over. So yeah, this looks like it could be like in flight right now, but unfortunately doesn't move. It's just a nice model. Damn, did you see that? Holy. I think that skeleton just sniped that guy from really far away. Yeah, well, alright. I made a viewing platform. So, here it is. Oh. You can take a look. It's yeah, I think the plane looks pretty nice at nighttime. So here it is. It's got windows, it's got an entrance. The usual. Got redstone torches for its taillights. Yeah, let's check out on the plane. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in unconventionally. So here we have all the seats. It's just a passenger jet. In the back we have restroom. Yep. Yeah, you can relieve yourself here. Nice. Very nice. Oh. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty long plane. It's pretty big. Basically life size. Here's the cockpit. We got like all the controls and stuff. The pilot and co-pilot. You can see where you're going. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's my Minecraft project. It's a life-size plane. Dang. Dang, what is that guy doing?
Alright, this is my final project for 98205. So what I decided to do was to replicate an entire tundra village by hand. Actually, that's a lie. My project's over there. So what I really decided to do was just to make an ice rink and a little village right next to it with that lake there. This is what it all looks like from the surface. You have bleachers all around with lights, and this big building here. You got benches, penalty boxes over here. So let's take a look inside. We have a room over there, a fireplace, staircases up to the top floor. And we have more bleachers up here. Here's the view. We have a deck out here, more chairs. Alright, so let's take a look at the village. I have two houses here that I decided to clone from the village with the clone command. I just kind of wanted to play around with that a little bit, but to make them a little more original, at least I kind of changed up the insides, added windows. Here's what this one looks like, a little smaller. So for this house and the two over there, those are original. There's this one on the inside. We have a net here, just because. Here's the view from here.
Here's what the inside of this house looks like. And we have a tree and a bridge in the middle as well. And that's my project.